Jason was 47, 40 pounds overweight, and thought his best years were behind him. And 3 months later, he had more energy than he had when he was 27 and the confidence to match. If you're a man over 40, I want you to hear this. You are not too old, too far gone, or too busy to completely rebuild your body. Today, I'll show you exactly how Jason did it and how you can start this week. And by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step plan to lose fat, build muscle, and never fall off track again. Focus on your identity. Here's the first game-changing insight from Jason's journey, and it might be the most important thing that you hear today. Most men approach fitness completely backwards. They focus on the outcome, like, I want to lose 30 pounds, or even the process, I need to work out more, but Jason discovered something more deep and powerful.
I said, I'm going to make fitness part of my identity. What that means is every decision that I was going to make was going to be through the lens of, I'm a fit person.
This isn't just motivational talk. This is backed by hardline behavioral psychology. When you shift from, I want to be fit, to, I am a fit person, something magical happens inside your mind. Every healthy decision becomes more simple and more clear. The cheeseburger, a fit person doesn't order it. The snooze button, a fit person gets up for their workouts. So here's what you can do today. Upgrade your language. I'm a fit man getting back into shape, and embody that identity. Before every choice, ask yourself, what would a fit man do here, and then act accordingly. Research shows that identity-based changes are 3 times more likely to stick long-term because they tap into your fundamental need for self-consistency. So create your identity as a fit person, and that becomes your field that your daily choices will be more aligned with. The compound effect of consistency. Now, here's why most men quit with their fitness journeys and how Jason avoided this trap entirely. Jason uses what he calls the toilet paper analogy, and I personally think it's brilliant.
I call it the roll of toilet paper analogy. That's kind of your fitness, is that, if you do one good workout and that's one piece of tissue that you pull off a toilet paper roll, you don't notice anything. If you do that, if you do a workout and eat right for 2 days, each time you do one of those things, a piece of tissue paper that comes off, you don't notice it. But after a month, you still might not notice it. After 6 months, you notice a little bit of difference. After a year doing that, it looks completely different.
This is exactly why most men quit. They're looking for dramatic changes in weeks, but transformation happens in such small, gradual ways that we often don't notice the progress. As you train and eat healthy, your body is making microscopic improvements every single day. Your muscle cells are literally growing bigger. Your insulin sensitivity is increasing. You're generating new mitochondria for energy, but the visual changes, they often lag behind by months. Jason understood this.
It's all about consistency way more than motivation. Motivation will fade, but consistency will stick with you.
Here's how you can apply this to your own life. Start small. 10 minutes of movement every day absolutely crushes 2 hours once a week. And track your consistency, not just your results. Put a literal mark on your calendar, a big X, for every workout completed, regardless about how you feel about the session. And trust the invisible progress. Know that every healthy choice is building your future self, and the results will stack up and the mirror will eventually change. Use the one thing approach. Here's where most men sabotage themselves. They try and change everything all at once. Jason took a completely different approach.
It was a mindset of, I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to start small and build from that. For me, it was, let's just start with breakfast. And I made a change there, and it's make it real simple, get that win in early in the morning. So I've got a workout in, I've got my first meal in.
This isn't being lazy, this is being strategic. Your brain can only handle a few major behavioral changes before your willpower depletes. By focusing on nailing one thing, Jason built what psychologists call self-efficacy. Basically the belief that he could succeed. He nailed one area, he stacked his wins, then he shifted his focus to another area.
And the playbook is there. You laid it out for everybody. And all you have to do is run the plays that are in the playbook and you'll get results. The first 6 months, just do what Dr. Ray says. It works.
Here's what you can do today. Change one thing this week. Like if you need to eat healthier, commit to meal prep for the week and cook your proteins in bulk. When you change this one thing and it starts to feel easy, you're stacking the wins, shift your one thing approach to the next habit. Sequentially, you can change your entire life this way. And look, it literally takes discipline to resist the temptation to do everything all at once, but this simplified approach truly works. Make everything convenient. Jason cracked the code on something that most men struggle with. he made his fitness routines convenient enough that his excuses finally disappeared.
I made it very convenient for myself. So, built a little, had a bench and some dumbbells in the garage so I could get the workouts in, and made that super convenient, held myself accountable, did it first thing in the morning. And if I missed something, I didn't let it get me down.
Jason eliminated friction points and crafted a home environment and routine that made it easy for him to succeed. No driving to the gym, no waiting on equipment, no decision fatigue about when to work out or what to eat. Research shows that 45% of our daily actions and habits are performed in the same location and same time every day. Let that sink in. That's actually profound to realize. With that in mind, here's what you can apply to your own life today. Make a workout corner in your house. Zero commute, zero excuses. You do not need a full gym. Push-ups, squats, rows, and planks can transform your body as fast as we show you inside the Fit Father program. Train early in the day if possible. Schedule your workouts before the day gets hijacked by someone else's priorities. Even 10 minutes of training in the morning can totally change your life. Prepare the night before. Lay out your workout clothes. Set up the equipment. Get clear on the workout you're gonna do so you remove every possible barrier and you can wake up and hit it immediately with no guesswork. The key is to make your exercise routine so convenient and turnkey that it's literally easier to follow through than it is to make excuses. And if right now you find you're skipping workouts, you have a design problem that's begging to be fixed and some massive results are right around the corner for you. Keep things fresh to avoid plateaus. Here's how Jason avoided the plateau that stops most men at around the 6-month mark.
On the cardio side, I always just did your 2 minutes off, 1 minute on for 7 rounds. Yeah. And then I started to progress with that. And I said, okay, well, now I'm going to up the speed to make it harder. And then I said, well, I'm going to do 10 rounds instead of 7 rounds. And ever since then, every single one of my MRTs that I do on Mondays and Fridays go with a 20-pound vest in addition to the weights and everything that's there.
Here's what you can do today. Track your workouts. You can't improve what you don't actually measure. And add 1% more every week. That could be 1 more rep, 5 more seconds of time under tension, a slightly heavier weight, and change the challenge over time, not just the weight. Decrease your rest time, add 1 more round, add a little complexity. Celebrate your progression along the way. Getting stronger is more important in the early stages than looking different in the mirror. And when things are feeling stale or your progress is slowing, plan your next challenge. Always have a small progression ready when your current workouts are feeling easy or boring to keep yourself engaged. Build your accountability ecosystem. Jason didn't rely on willpower alone. He built what I call an accountability ecosystem.
Started this last January. I have a calendar sitting here on my desk, a paper calendar, goes out 12 months. I write down hey, I did a strength training workout, I did a run, I did an MRT, and I track everything sitting right here. So every morning when I come in, I can write what I did.
Research shows that you're 65% more likely to complete a goal after committing to another person, and 95% more likely with an ongoing accountability meeting. Here's how to apply this wisdom into your own life. Get a physical calendar to track your daily exercise. Digital is fine, but there's power in physically marking an X every time you train. Tell someone about your plan, not for motivation, but for literal accountability. And if you join a community like Fit Father, you're gonna be surrounded by thousands of men on the same journey. And become the living example. When others start following your lead like your family, you have more motivation to keep yourself on track because you're literally embodying the change that you wanna see in the world and your family. Finally, celebrate yourself. Here's what Jason discovered about real transformation. It goes way beyond the physical.
And the level of confidence of being fit, having clothes that you're not embarrassed of. You walk in and it's not an arrogance, it's just a confidence. And it signals to people, hey, I'm disciplined, I take care of myself, I'm ready for, I'm okay with delayed gratification, I'm gonna work hard, I make tough choices.
And the mental clarity you gain from being healthier is life-changing too.
That mental fog you had when you're overweight and you're not eating right, it starts to disappear and you can think more clearly, you have more energy to be present and converse with people, and the relationships just get deeper.
As Jason realized, your physical state directly impacts your mental and your emotional state. You gain increased confidence from your physical fitness, and the discipline you exert with your eating and exercise translates into your work, your family, and your key relationships. And regular exercise increases circulation to your brain and increases a compound called brain-derived neurotrophic factor by up to 200%, which improves your memory, your focus, and your mood and decision-making capabilities. And as you're on your journey and you're stacking your confidence, here's some tips that can help. Notice your non-scale victories. I call these NSVs. Notice improvements to your sleep, your energy, mood, mental clarity, and literally celebrate those wins. Those go far beyond the scale. And dress for your future self. Maybe even buy clothes that fit when you have your goal body and work towards being that guy. Literally stand taller. Good posture immediately changes how you perceive yourself, increases feelings of confidence, and can even improve testosterone. And document your journey. Take some progress photos. Journal some notes on your phone. You don't have to share it with the world. It can just be for yourself. But it gives you the chance to reflect on your journey, on how far you've come, on the man you want to be, and who you don't want to go back to. That can make all the difference. Jason's story proves something very powerful. It's never too late to become the man you want to be. Jason started where you might be right now, uncertain, busy, out of shape, and wanting better. He didn't wait for the perfect time. He started my Fit Father program and committed to following it with real dedication. Remember these key principles. See yourself as a fit person who's getting back in shape. Start small daily actions and compound those into massive results. Master one thing before adding another. Engineer your environment and remove every barrier between you and success. Build an accountability ecosystem. You can't do this alone. And trust the process. Confidence in your life improvements are worth every amount of your effort. Your transformation starts with a single decision. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next month, today. If you're ready to start your own transformation journey, I put together a free guide with Jason's exact morning routine and the simple home workout that started his entire transformation. The link is in the description below. And if this video helped you realize that it's not too late to change your life, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fit Father Project for more real transformation stories and practical health strategies. And send this video to someone who you think would benefit from Jason's story and this practical advice. And here's my challenge for you. Pick one of Jason's steps and start it today. Then come back in 30 days and tell me what changed. No excuses, I'll be looking for your comment. This is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi signing off. I hope this channel inspires you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do hit the like button. It's a way for you to bless and appreciate me for my work and everything my team does to help busy dads live long, strong, and healthy for their families. Signing off until next time, check us out at fitfather.com. I'll see you around the channel, and I'll talk to you very soon.